Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to this video. I decided to focus on crude oil futures. As you can see, we've been in quite a impulsive move to the upside in light of the kind of geopolitical scenarios that are playing out around the world. However, I just want to focus on the chart and give you my reasons for why I think we're going to see more upside without switching the television on. Now, one thing that I will say is down here where you see this green triangle is where I've done a video called the quinquennial bear trap. It's an update on basically that I was anticipating the oil price during this corrective move to come down, tap into the quinquennial pivots alongside the anchored VWAP, I believe, and another fib pull, and get a bounce. And we did get that significant bounce off of that level of 20%. And now overall, we are basically up 45% off of that region. Now, that's very important because we do have some pivots to the upside that I'm going to present to you on the monthly time frame. So let's move to the monthly, and I'm basically going to demonstrate what I kind of potentially think may occur from this point. So we did have this time in history 5 years ago where we go into negative territory, which was just absolutely incredible, really pretty crazy to even believe that we went into negative $20, but it happened. And since then, we, did have this move back up to $100. And since then, we've been in this kind of accumulation. Okay, so I'm definitely expecting us to push more to the upside, and I'm going to give you my reasons forthwith on that basis. So I have a TR pocket pull here. Okay, the green line you can see is where we've been pushing down off of the 0.5, and above us I'm focusing really on this 120, 124 level. Now here, this is 2022, so this is 3 years ago. Okay, and right there, that's 2018, right? Because we're on the monthly time frame. So, without a doubt, without a doubt, I can see why. We can, if we can begin to claim. Let's turn this one on now. If we can begin to claim this level here. Okay, this pink line is the point of control. Okay, from this all-time high to the present price action, and that sits at $87. Now, if we push up, I'm sure that we're going to hit some resistance. So I'm not saying we're going up in one straight line, although that depends also on many factors, as you know. But in the scenario that we do start to claim this point of control and sit on top of it, I can then begin to see how we're going to, eventually start going upwards and aiming for this 120 level. And we're going to be back at those $100 crude oil prices. Now, in addition to that, we also have the... perhaps it's not in there, so I should just do it here. So we also have from the high up here, anchored VWAP from that high. That comes in at $96. Now, you can see, how we do respect that anchored VWAP, and we've had some rejections. Like I say, bearing in mind this is monthly candles here, but even if we just focus on more this region, you can see that 1, 2, 3 rejections there. So I do expect us to come up to this 90 odd dollar level and sort of get a pushback. So I'm not saying it's going to be just an easy ride up. There will be some resistance en route. However, what we do have further up is, if I can turn them on, 112, and at 107 and 1012 we have the decennial pivots. Okay, so if you don't know, that's 10 yearly. Okay, so we have the 10 yearly pivots untapped, sitting up at 107 and 1012. So they're also sitting below us. They're also sitting above the VWAPs. We've got some good confluences up above to potentially, you know, eventually once we get that breakthrough and we can come and, back test that point of control and then start building some strength, start to come up, tap those pivots, and then we got the value area high here also, this orange line, and then, into, like I say, into this level. Now, the other thing that I want to point out is when we actually look at this move down and we just look at this area here from the all-time high, you can see there was not a great deal of volume there. Okay, there's not a great deal of volume. So although, you know, we're a long way off, and I'm not suggesting that it's going to happen sort of next month, but when we put on a expansion, which comes in at the 140 level, which kind of makes a lot of sense when you see this. You can definitely see, over time how easy it would be for us to come up and, basically come and flirt with this 140 level. So I don't want to take it any further than that, but personally, I do definitely see more bullish ahead for oil. So if you have been caught, short in or thinking, that's it now, then, I would bear a lot more caution, because personally I can see us coming up, at least to these pivots at, the $100 mark. Although never say never, happy to be wrong. But to me, it's definitely looking like we've been in accumulation, and we're going to soon start to break out of that and head for these higher levels. So I think that's all I have in this video. So I hope it's given you some, something to think about. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments below the chart. Safe trading, and thanks for tuning in.